Hi guys, Susan Modest here. And yesterday I talked about some free strategies for traffic if you're on a tight marketing budget. But paying for traffic is king because it's scalable. You can get consistency with it. You can have a certain number of leads that you want to generate daily, even weekly, I would say weekly at the very least, daily once you get to that point, or at least, multiple times. And the reason for that, it's all going to be dictated by how well you're doing, the sales that you're making within your business, because you want to take some of that, like my mentor always tells me, take a third of what you earn and put it right back into paid traffic for your business. And if that sounds like a lot to you, again, I will encourage you to restructure your thoughts. You have to change your thinking to match where you want to be, not where you currently are. Okay, so think about that. If you're really in a tight economic position right now, the idea is for you to get out of that. And when you start thinking very tight budgeted, you're staying where you are. And that's just the way that things work. That's just the way our thoughts create things. So I'm not telling you to go out there and spend your grocery money, although I have, and I'm sure a lot of people have if you talk to them, but I'm not encouraging you to do that. Everybody's journey is their own. But I am encouraging you to get used to spending some money in traffic and get used to the fact that initially it may seem uncomfortable. It may seem like someplace that you really don't want to put your extra money, but you have to again think about what you're going to gain, not what you're just spending. Okay, so you're restructuring your thoughts. You're becoming the person that you want to be mentally and financially. Okay, so I do recognize tight budgets though, absolutely. There are a number of different ways to pay for traffic, and it doesn't have to be expensive starting off. So I want to get right into showing you one of the best and least expensive ones that I have seen so far. And I'm going to share my screen with you. It's called Solochecker. Okay, and I'm already logged in so that I can show this to you guys. And I hit, when I came in, when I logged in, I hit the solo ad marketplace that you can see up here. I was about to point to it, like if you guys would be able to see that. But just go, you see my cursor now? So go to solo ad marketplace. And again, assuming that we're talking tight budgets, I hit the small marketplace, 50 to 300 clicks. And you can see, again, if you follow my cursor, where my cursor is, hopefully you're seeing it. There are opportunities to get 50 clicks to your offer, to your capture page. And I've talked about capture pages in other videos. Maybe if there's time, I'll show you what a capture page looks like. Again, in case you're new, capture landing page type of thing. But you can see that you can get today's offer of 50 clicks starting at $16.50. Okay, there are others you see, but there's the quality of your traffic might start getting diminished a little bit as you go through, only because if you follow their key, they're talking about the highest rep here in green, second highest in orange, third highest, and so on. But there's only like 50 cents difference between some of these. I would recommend trying to go with the best quality traffic that you can afford, but there's a lot of things that go into that. Now, small market traffic, medium market traffic, large market, that all goes by your number of clicks. Excuse me. And, there's different click offerings. If you wanted 100 clicks, you can see that it's now you're getting 100 clicks for just $33. And a lot of times if you get a good vendor, they're actually going to over deliver on clicks. So like I've ordered 100 clicks before and actually gotten 110 for the same amount of money. So my point with all of this is that don't get it in your head that paying for traffic has to be expensive. If you did this once a week, you would have some steady leads coming in. And then you would be able to work your magic in showing them why it is that what you offer is worth them being a part of, customer, team member, however that goes for your particular business. Now, there is one thing I want to mention. Tier 1 market. Tier 1 tends to be like English speaking countries. So if your business is restricted in any way, like for example, MCA, great business to start off with. If you are in a business like that, you are going to want to stick to US and Canada because it's going to do you no good to have clicks outside of that. So you're going to want to have tier 1 traffic looking at your capture page. And you can see that the prices do go up once you get to tier 1 traffic. So for, let's see, that's 100 clicks is the lowest package that they're offering at tier 1. That's $40. That still isn't a lot. And if you can't do it, you know, weekly starting off with, just try to do it bi-weekly. Like maybe if you get paid bi-weekly, do it bi-weekly. You know, the idea is that you get used to routinely sending traffic to your offers. And let me just give you an example in case you don't remember what a capture page looks like. We've talked about this before, but you might have just been stumbling onto my videos. And so if that is the case, I don't want to make any assumptions, but here's one of my offers if it ever loads. Okay, so this is one of my offers, one of my Bitcoin offers, and you can see that you can profit passively if you choose with this one. The information is here, but where, there we go. So then you would put in, or the person that's coming to this website, or the traffic I'm sending to this website, they would then look at this and say, yes, they want, you know, a powerful shortcut to success. And they would put in their email address and click for free instant access. When that happens, they end up on my email list so that I can build up a relationship with them. You know, some of them may look at this and decide immediately, since it's even a free registration for these businesses, that they want to jump in, but not necessarily. And if they don't, there's no real pressure on any side. There's no pressure on their side or mine, because again, I'm not going to have that short-sighted thinking. If you have short-sighted thinking, I'm sorry, but business is not really for you. Well, you're not ready yet for business. I'm not going to say it's not for you, because we can always become the person that we want to be. But you know, the people that are going to end up on my email list, I'm going to build up a relationship with them, and I'm going to keep exposing them to my offer. The statistic for the average number of times a person needs to see an offer before they'll make a decision is 7. Of course, there are going to be some people who are much faster than that. I'm a much faster decision maker than that. I know before the 7th exposure if I want any part of something or not. And I think people get more and more like that. At least that is supposed to be a trait of the successful, is that they are decision makers. They see something, they make a decision. They're not so worried about risk, because, you know, risk is something that can always be managed within reason. You know, don't jump off any cliffs or anything like that and then say I said so. But risk can always be managed in business as long as you do your due diligence and then make some decisions. And so, and that's what I'll do. But you know, a lot of people need the 7 exposure. Some people need more. And so with the email list, then you go and you can keep communicating with them. You offer them value, just like I talked about in yesterday's video. Everything you do online, you want to offer value first, and then your offers second, okay? Because you're not here. The overall goal is to make sales. I understand that, profit, but the way to go about doing that, you can't control who is going to buy and who's not going to buy. So you make sure that you control the things that you can control. Things you can control are the number of people that are seeing your offers through things like traffic or through the free strategies that I talked about yesterday, and your actions. So the emails that you send out eventually to your list, okay? So I don't want to pack too much in there, but the purpose of this video was to show you how you can get very inexpensive traffic to your offers couple that with the free strategies that I talked about yesterday. And I do have a webinar that is more in depth than the video I had yesterday. So definitely, hit me up for that, or join my Facebook group, because I'm going to put that in the files so that anybody who is in the Facebook group has access to that webinar. And that's all about free strategies. And this was about a way that you can pay for the traffic inexpensively. Okay, so there's no excuses. That's going to be our mantra. No excuses on the road to total abundance. All right. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.